Good morning, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 127 Hazelnut Drive here in Newburgh. We're located about halfway down the driveway here off to the left side of the driveway. We have a 4-inch ABS cleanout that ties into the main line here. I'm actually back inside the crawl space currently. I'll kind of explain this. We're going to do this in kind of a goofy fashion is I'm not able to find the cleanout that's just outside the foundation. So I poked around everywhere for it with about a 2-foot probe and cannot hit a cap. So anyhow, I'm going to turn some water on here for just a second. I'm also going to go locate the camera. I just want to show on camera that we've run water and have drained it out. All right, as you can see there, I have the sink running in the laundry room. I'm now going to shut that off, and I just located the camera head. We're still about a foot or so inside the house. So right here at about 38 feet is where the line, we're just outside the foundation currently. So I'm going to kind of do this scope as if we started from a clean out right here. All right, the line is all drained out at this point here, and I had to move the camera around a little bit. I was off on my locates there originally. Where the camera is sitting at currently is about a foot outside the foundation. It comes out just off about, 5 feet or so to the right of the front doorway, going out underneath the concrete porch. So you can see where we do have standing water, and it appears to start immediately as the line exits the foundation. Now, as soon as it comes out of the foundation here, we do have standing water in the line. And I'm going to go ahead and reel back. The reason I wanted to run water was to also fill the line back up. Once I move the camera around, it can slosh water in and out of a belly. So consistently here, from the clean out I've gone through to the foundation of the house, we've got standing water. Okay, it looks like the standing water dissipated off there, so it might not be as big as I thought it was originally. We're going to pull all the way back to where the cleanout's at so we can just cover all the pipe. And it looks like there's some kind of, I don't know what that is there, that's stuck right at the pipe joint. My camera, just the lights end up bleaching it out so much it's hard to see. Trying to see if it'll wear down here with the camera going over the top of it. Is something a little like that that's kind of hard and jagged, although it looks small, can cause stuff to build up much more than you'd think. And we have a very similar, looks like, thing going on right here at this particular pipe joint as well. Whatever's in the line here it feels pretty solid. I would recommend jetting this to clear that stuff out of the way there, because that in the flow line, although again it looks small, kind of a hard jagged thing like that that's not going anywhere can cause toilet paper and everything else to hang up on it as it comes down the line. And especially after going through a belly like it is here, this debris is going to be moving pretty slow. Okay, so I've put some markings down. Unfortunately, the belly starts, again, right at the foundation wall, so it does go underneath the porch there, at least a certain extent, about 4 or 5 feet of it anyway. I'm picking the camera head up at about 3 feet deep under the porch area, and then from that point, once it passes through the porch, it goes out into the yard. So that particular belly here is kind of tricky to kind of visualize, but we're from The belly stops at 23 feet here. And again, we're going back towards the home, not out towards the street yet. The belly dissipates here at 33 feet, and I have a marking that's about a foot out from the foundation wall. I can't really get closer than that because of the wand. I put a small white dot on the concrete, and then from there there's more markings that go off into the ground. We're getting at about 2 feet 9 inches to 3 feet deep. And this belly here is about 10 feet long. I do recommend correcting that. It's long enough, there's enough water in there. There's about half of an inch to 3/4 of an inch of water in the line, which is enough to cause debris to hang up. We also have these small, whatever they are, there's 2 different joints there with debris or something caught in the flow line. I would recommend hydrojetting the line to see if you can remove those from the flow line, because it's one of those spots that can cause debris to collect. We've got one here at about 10 feet, and then another one at about, it was like 15 or 16 feet going back towards the house. Okay, so we're basically back here at the cleanout at this point. You can see that some of the pipe here leading out from the cleanout has bellied out as well. And this one's got more like 2 inches of standing water in it. Alright, located and marked this with a white X. This is only about 3-4 feet from the clean out here. And as soon as you come back into that belly there, we've got a lot of standing water. Quite a bit of debris collecting in the line. Now this spot looks like it leads right up to the clean out, and then we're going to reverse direction and then actually start heading out towards the street after this. Alright, this belly here is about 3 feet long. Again, there's enough water there that it can cause flow problems. So now the tricky part here is going to be getting this thing to go the other direction. It's kind of a tricky configuration. Alright, we've got to go in the right direction here. We're going to zero out again. I'm going to write the report as if we cambered from a clean out right at the foundation so it's not confusing to read from the report anyway. The video you'll have to pay attention to, obviously. Alright, just turn the water back on too. You may see a green string at some point. I had to tie a string to the camera head to actually bend it around the corner there to get it to go the right way. So anyway, don't mind that thing. It's harmless. Transitions here over to, looks like 6-inch PVC pipe. Alright, this appears to be our terminus here at 83 feet. I'm going to go do locates real quick just to verify that we're out on the road. Sorry I'm letting this sit here. I just want the water flow to catch up to the camera here. We have a little water coming through, but not a ton. Okay, there, finally the water caught up with the camera head. So I'm going to go shut that off, let it drain out here, and I'm going to go locate the camera head. I located the camera head out in the street, basically right in the middle of the road. There's a small metal plate covering up it looks like an access point. But anyway, this is the terminus here. We just have to give it a minute here to drain out completely. The good thing is on the way out there, the water didn't catch up till we reached the main. There was not a single drop of standing water the entire way going out there. It was completely dry. So that is great. I'm going to go ahead and start reeling back here. The reason I wanted to show that is just to show that we have run water down the line and have let it drain out. But we've been running water all morning here, and it drained out beautifully. So all the standing water issues are from the clean out here back towards the house, about the first 34 feet of the line outside the foundation. We've got two different bellies. I would talk to the repair guys about how best to do this. Sometimes there was some really minor standing water between the two different bellies. Sometimes it just makes more sense for the repair guys to. It might be better to do two spot repairs. It may be better to fully correct the entire thing. Sometimes it requires that in order to provide proper slope and grade again. So, but anyway, those two bellies there. The first one is about the first 3 feet of the line heading back towards the home. We've got about 1.5 inches or so of standing water there with debris building up. And then we have another belly. It's about 10 feet long. It extends from 23 feet to about 34 feet, or back to the foundation of the house. And that one has about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of standing water in it. I'd recommend those both be corrected. If you decide to try and live with the belly, and the line is functioning, so don't think it's just going to necessarily back up on you, tomorrow. If you're careful as to what goes down the line, making sure that folded toilet paper is the only thing going down the toilet, and then you're limiting the amount of food and stuff going down the disposal to stuff that has no grease or fats in it, the line will most likely continue to function okay. These bellies become very unforgiving when you start putting things down there, like big wads of toilet paper and paper towels, tampons, cooking oil, things that shouldn't go down there. They just build up like crazy. So if you do decide to live with the belly, I recommend rescoping the line in 1 year after you move into the house. That way you can get a good idea of how the line is handling the new family's living habits. Every household is different. Cooks different food. People are home for shorter or longer periods of the day. So I would recommend doing that. But everything here from the clean out, well, actually we do have a little bit of standing water. We'll see how. Yeah, that was only about 1 foot of pipe there. That's nothing worth fixing. But anyway, from the clean out here, and I'll show where we're situated now that we finally have reeled the camera out. So there's the home, and our clean out's right here off to the side of the driveway. So we camera back that way, so we have a repair that starts right here at the clean out and extends out to that X right there. It's under dirt, 3 feet 8 inches deep. And then the other belly starts right at the edge of where the grass meets this little bark dust area, and extends back underneath the porch to the foundation. That's where the longest belly is, about a 10-foot section there. I do recommend that both of those be repaired. Aside from that, the rest of the line's in good shape and has good flow. I do recommend rescoping the line afterwards to make sure the repairs have been done properly. I also recommend doing a hydrojet. There was those two objects caught in the flow line on the way back towards the home. Those are just spots where debris can hang up very easily. So I do recommend trying to jet clean those out of the way there.